Good morning. I have exciting news. I have with me the first pumpkin cream cold brew of the season. Let's see if it was made with love or with hate. Okay, it's a good one. Okay, that was so good. With Starbucks, there's like this phenomenon at Starbucks where you can get the same exact drink every day of the week and it will taste severely different. Like a few years ago when we were living in San Luis Obispo, we used to get the shaken espresso all the time because it was so good. And then we started getting it and it was not made with love. It was something sinister was happening. It was not good, and then we just kind of stopped doing that. But now we're cold brew people. Cold brew through and through. I am a cold brew fan. Like, I think that Starbucks has the best cold brew. Feel free to leave me suggestions of where to try in San Diego. Like I said, I'm a cold brew person. I am still trying to find my way because not a lot of places have cold brew with like the foam top. But I am trying to find like my signature drink that I order. I usually, if they offer like a coconut syrup drink, I'll do that. And I've been liking mochas lately. I don't know. I also, in my last video, I had my hair cut and it's still pretty fresh right now. So I am still getting used to it. I have been blowing it out. It looks good there, I think. I've been blowing it out with the shark styler thing. Short hair journey, I actually really like it a lot more than I thought. I went in with no expectations. I was like, I'm confident enough these days where I can have short hair, I think, and I'll be okay. I'm actually driving to Anaheim because I'm meeting up with my parents. They're in Disneyland right now, which is a benefit of living here now. I can just like kind of meet up with them. They go to Disneyland quite frequently and it's not that far away, so we get to meet in the middle, kind of. So I'm gonna go do that. We're gonna get breakfast and then get lunch, and then I have ceramics class later today. So today's gonna be jam-packed with fun things, but I have to start heading out now. I will update you when I'm in downtown Disney, I guess. That's so good. Okay. Let's head out. Welcome to my bathroom. It's the next day. I haven't spoken to the camera since yesterday when we talked about what we were doing for the day, but yesterday was good. We went to Din Tai Fung, which is one of my favorite restaurants. If you haven't been, you need to go. They're only in like certain areas, and they just put one down in downtown Disney, so we went to that one. That location is super cute. Anyways, then I came home. There's like a ton of traffic, and I made it just in time for my ceramics class, and I made some really cool stuff in ceramics. I filmed like the thing that turned out the least. The clip of me making that little like pot thing, that was like my last thing that I made for the day. The first piece I made, I'll insert a clip of it. It was like this gorgeous like bubble cup. It was very cool, and of course I didn't film that. I filmed my itty bitty match holder that I made, but we got some pizzas back that we glazed, and those turned out, I'll say they turned out okay. I'm still like happy with them, but I know I can make them better. But yeah, I am addicted to ceramics. Like, that is the best decision I made to go to that. It was like a 7-week class, and I'm obsessed with it. I like want to throw pottery all day long. Like, I wish I could just do that all day. So that was yesterday. My plan with the ceramics class was a way to like make friends. Like, I was like, I need to do something that I enjoy doing that I could possibly make friends at. And I randomly met the owner, or like the co-owner. She works at the ceramics studio. She was having a garage sale, and I like was asking her about all the ceramics she had for sale, and she's like, oh yeah, we put on classes, blah blah blah. And I was like, is that a good way to meet people? Like, are they people my age? What is the environment like? And she was like, yes, there's lots of people your age, and a lot of them make friends with each other. So I feel like I am making a friend in that class, which I'm excited for. But yeah, just check out like things in your area. I mean, I've made like a friend, but I haven't like done that, like, let's go do something outside of class yet. So I can't vouch for that yet, but I will say I've met a lot of people, and it is like fulfilling that like social aspect. It's also nice to just like go to a class once a week, and like it's a very consistent schedule, which I really like. The part I'm not good about in making friendships is the part where you like meet someone, like say this ceramics class, like you meet someone in ceramics class, you hit it off, like you have fun together, and then the class session ends. I'm not good about like being like, what are you doing after, or like taking it the next step and like becoming friends like outside of this environment. Like, what are you doing this weekend? Do you want to go hang out? Do you want to go get dinner or something? Like, I'm very timid when it comes to that sort of thing. I've always been that way, especially at like school and stuff. Like in college, I probably could have had a lot more friends if I would have just like made the first move and been like, hey, do you want to go hang out? I don't know. I'm just not, I need to practice that more. And as an adult, making like adult friendships, I feel like that's like very necessary, because I could meet someone at a coffee shop or something randomly, and I could be like, all right, bye, and that'll be the end of it. Or it could be like a lifelong friendship if I just like, hey, what are you doing later or something. I don't know. It's like dating, I guess. So I'm working on that, and I feel like it's doing a lot for me in multiple different ways. Like, first of all, ceramics, like throwing on the wheel, is very therapeutic. Something about the clay going round and round. Something about the clay going round and round, it's like very mesmerizing and relaxing and like satisfying, and like you have to have a lot of patience, and you have to be like really gentle, and you have to have like, usually in the past, like I've like painted and stuff, and even since I was like little, like probably like old elementary school, I've like been so hard on myself and been such a perfectionist, and like I would cry if like something didn't turn out. Like up until recently, I would like cry and get like really discouraged and upset. And so I've had like a lot of trouble being artistic and being like easy on myself and gentle. And I feel like this class is like the first time I've like been like, okay, I'm gonna have no expectations on how any of this turns out. This is just going to be for fun, and I'm not going to be like attached to the outcome whatsoever. And I feel like it's been good. In some ways it's been like a little harder, because at the beginning I didn't really have a vision of like, okay, I want to make a mug, I want to make a bowl, I want to make this, I want to make that. I just kind of went in and it's like, whatever I make or end up making, I'm fine with. But then after a few sessions, I was like, I should probably like have an idea in my mind. But I feel like I've pretty consistently this whole time in my ceramics class like been unattached to the outcome, and I don't think I've cried once, which I think is a good, it's a good thing. I feel like I've challenged myself in that way. And then the other way that I've challenged myself is just like putting myself out there and making friends, because we are in a new city. It's actually been a while since we moved. It just took me a long time to get those videos up, but it's been a while. I feel like we settled in, we got furniture, because we basically started from scratch. And so a lot of our energy was like focused on getting furniture, getting settled in, getting a house together. And then I wasn't even like thinking about like wanting to establish friendships at that point. I knew it would come, but I was just like focused on our home. And then now that we're more settled and everything's like together, I'm like, okay, we gotta start like putting ourselves out there and like making new friends, because like that is the like next thing that we're like missing here. So that's that. I am proud of myself. So I guess like if you have also moved in your 20s, I highly recommend checking out like classes. I will say like the ceramics class is like pretty pricey, so it's like I don't have a gym membership, so I have like, I can allocate more expenses towards this like hobby. And also I just know that it's like worth it for me, and eventually I might want to like get my own potter's wheel and kiln and stuff and just like figure it out on my own. It's just fun to like be like, oh, I have to be here at this time. I don't know. Anyways, I am getting ready to go to the DMV. Yay. I'm getting my driver's license today. So I want to do my makeup really well. I will say my last license photos have been like pretty good. That's what we're doing today. I am not excited. I think I have to take the driver's test. Garrison got his license the other day and he had to take the driver's test, which was, I did not know, because we used to be California residents. So I just figured they'd be like, all right, come back, go ahead and come back. Welcome back, but we have to take a driver's test, which should be fine. But I have not taken a test since college, so it's a little strange feeling. I hope this doesn't look horrible on camera. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to makeup, but I like doing my makeup. I feel like I like to think that I'm pretty decent at it. Fun fact about me that I like to bring up anytime we talk about driver's license or anything like that is when I got my driver's license, like when I turned 16 on my birthday, it was crazy hair day at the DMV that I was at. And I remember my instructor was like super into it. And so I was just driving around doing my test with a woman with a bunch of like junk in her hair. It was just like a bunch of like I think she had a bunch of mini hats in her hair. It was just very silly. It was very funny. Like, I don't remember anyone else like having crazy hair at that DMV, but she was into it. Okay, I'm in the car. I made it here. I think the makeup turned out good. We'll see. I'm wearing this lip that I really like. I need to share it with you. It's the CoverGirl. It's like a little pink tube. Clean Fresh Tinted Lip Balm. And this is in the shade Bliss You Berry. I just like dab the smallest like amount on my lips. You can also like layer it on and get a darker look, but I like just dabbing like the smallest bit on, and I feel like it gives me like a very nice color. I'm so nervous. I'm like nervous for two reasons. Oh, and I forgot, I didn't even mention I am changing my name, my last name. So that's the other reason why I need to get this done, is I'm like halfway done with changing my name. On other documents I've changed it, but this is the last thing I need to change it on. So I'm excited for that, and I'm also nervous because I feel like whenever you go to the DMV, there's always a paper that you did not bring. So I made sure to bring like extra papers and extra documents that prove that I'm a resident of California. So we'll see. So I think I'm gonna get in line and I will report back the driving test, I guess. I'll just report back after. I'm happy to report I did get my license. I passed the written test. There were some weirdly hard questions on there that are very random, but I passed that. I changed my name. Everything's good. They're gonna send me my license, and now I just worked out, and now I'm super sweaty and hot. So we're gonna go down to the beach, take a little swim before dinner, and then I think we're gonna cook dinner. But now I need to change into my swimsuit and we can walk down to the beach. Post-beach shower, nothing can top it. Now it's time to make dinner. I think Garrison's making it. Well, let's see. Okay. What's the problem? What? Not because it needs to be poured from a higher height, but
it
it looks like I'm getting slime.
You're gonna pour it out.
Looks so.
There's like dog
heinous.
food.
Yeah. I swear it tastes good.
Well, then you get more like. Yeah, because I feel like when you make it this way, you don't get it.
My favorite time of the night is when I finally get to have my Ninja Creamy. So good. We're watching The Circle currently on Netflix. We started at season 2, which I highly recommend. Season 2 was a good season. We're currently addicted to it. Season 2 was good. It was really good. Season 3 was good, but not as good as season 2. And season 4 is living up to the season 2, so I think we're officially hooked. Dinner was good, even though it looked like slop. I think this is what we're up to for the rest of the night. Just hanging out and watching The Circle. Thoughts on dinner? How was dinner?
It was good.
It's
always good.
Would you do anything different?
I just like it crispy.
Okay.
So not as much sauce. But I know you like it with sauce.
Oh, not
so
as
I
much
always
sauce?
compromise.
You like the tortillas crispy?
Kind of. Like,
Oh.
I like it. I like to
I had
be
no
able
idea.
to
I thought
tell
you
that there's
said
a
just
tortilla
the
there.
cheese.
Well, that too.
I don't want to tell her it was a tortilla.
Yeah, I know. That's why we make them like that.
Thoughts on The Circle?
It's good.
Would you recommend it?
Yeah. It's a good show.
All right.